Hello there. Um, it's been a while, so I figured I should get one down. But anyway, um, I've been sick for like a week. I'm getting over it now. So, yeah, it's been bad because I got sick when I was in Italy. My last 2 or 3 days in Italy, I got really sick. No, my last 2 days because we were in Venice, and I was sick as a dog, and it stunk to the high heavens. And Venice was so pretty, but it stunk really bad. It smelled like pee. Like, so pretty, but it smelled like pee. And it was scary at night. So creepy, because it's just water and alleys. That's basically what Venice is. It's water and alleys. And it's beautiful in the daytime, but at nighttime, so scary. And there's so many bridges and so many alleys, and you don't know where the hell you're going. Like, I knew where my hotel was. As long as I could get to St. Mark's Square, I knew where it was. But if you couldn't get to St. Mark's Square, you were in trouble. So it was just a lot of this. And also, darn it, what was I gonna say? Oh, it was such a fun trip. We went to Nice, and then we went to Monaco for a day. We didn't stay in Monaco. We stayed at Nice for 2 nights. Then we left for Monaco the next day. Arrived in Stresa that night. Stresa is in Baverno. It's a little town by Lake Maggiore. Um, like you know what I'm talking about. But it was beautiful too. But we were there when it was raining, and we left when it turned sunny. When it turned sunny, it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous when it was raining too, but like when the sun was out, it was amazing. Um, we went to Stresa, then we went to Milan. Milan was cool. It was a lot like the Bronx, a lot like the Bronx. Pretty much the same thing, except more easy to navigate because it's just circles and circles and circles. And but they had a beautiful church. Uh, we stayed in Stresa for 2 nights. We stayed in Milan for one night, which was the most uncomfortable hotel I've ever been in. Uh, and then we went to Venice. We stayed there for 2 nights and then we left. Venice was one of the most fun. Nice, I think, was my favorite. I didn't think I was gonna have the most fun in France, but Nice was my favorite. It was so pretty, so many colors. It was yellow and pink and ooh, beautiful. I just wanted, and they had the prettiest beach. It was like Miami Beach. The water was so blue you could see the bottom of the water. I've never seen the bottom of the water. I don't know what's in there. You look, if you go to the shore here, if you go to the beach in New York, all you see is ugh, nasty stuff. But that beach, the water was so crystal blue, and you could see everything at the bottom. It was amazing, and it was so cold. I put my feet in it. It was freezing, but it was lovely because it was hot. And it wasn't like a beach like I know a beach because there was no sand. It was a bunch of rocks. So you take your shoes off, you go put your feet in the water. It's painful to walk back up to where your shoes are. Very painful. But it was so pretty. And Venice was my favorite because there was so many things everywhere. There's little shops and boutiques, and it was just everywhere you turned there were masks everywhere. And I got my mask for my prom, even though I don't know if we're having a masquerade or not. I'm still wearing it. You can't tell me not to. Yeah, it's just, oh, God, it was gorgeous. And even though it kind of smelled, and the gondola, we rode on a gondola. It was so much fun. I've never been on a gondola before, and I want to do it again. It was so much fun. Our gondolier was the shortest one, and they were making jokes in Italian about how he was short, and he didn't have to duck under the bridges like the rest of them like this. The rest of them kept going, doo 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 doof, to duck under the bridge. Ours was just going on his merry little way, strolling along. And he decided to rock the boat, and he decided to make us go on a nice tilt consistently. And then at the end, uh, the gondola next to us, which had my twin sister on it, had the musicians, and they were singing the entire ride. But then by the end, when the other 2 or 3 gondolas or whatever were getting off, he decided to pull us up right next to that gondola, and we got to listen to the end of the musicians' song right next to them. It was so much fun, and I'll miss it, but I'm gonna go back. I plan to go back one day. One day in the near future, when I've got money like that. But so basically, not anytime right now. But it was just so pretty, and getting sick in Venice sucked really bad. It was horrible because I wanted to be out all the time, but I couldn't breathe when I slept. And I kept waking up and going like this when I woke up. So I basically got about 3 hours of sleep over the 2 nights we were in Venice. And then but the plane ride back was amazing because my sister and I were supposed to have like lower business class seats, which are basically what economy class and business class had a baby. And when I say economy class and business class had a baby, economy class is like this, business class is like this, the baby is about this big. That's about the seat room I'm talking about. And first class was not a big step up from business class, but let me explain the seating thing. So in Venice, they told my sister and I that we would sit next to each other. We would be in the lower business class, so we'd still have a lot of the perks of business class, but not as many as the big business class. So then when we get to Paris, because we have a layover in Paris, and our flight was delayed, so they told us that they made a mistake in Venice, and I got moved up to business class. My sister got moved down to 2 rows behind the last in economy class, and was complaining to me about her lamb meatballs while I had duck. And what was it? Polenta? I think it was polenta, and some other weird concoction. Bread continuously, appetizers, 3 desserts, and a sorbet or gelato of your choice, and it was amazing. There was a water bottle next to me. I had a blanket and a pillow and a beauty kit, and I had my TV, and my chair was a recliner. Yes, I had a recliner. That's about as close as I'm ever coming to first class. So I was very excited. I put my recliner back, and I went to sleep almost the entire ride. But I watched cartoons first. I didn't watch cartoons. I watched animated movies. Because I'm a big kid, and I love them. But man, if you ever get a chance, you gotta ride business class. Forget first class, ride business class. Amazing. Whew. And I had to tell you guys because I was just bubbling with excitement today because as I'm getting over my sickness, I realize I'm getting my hyperness back. And it has nowhere to go. So I need somebody to vent to. And sadly, it's you. So, no, I'm just kidding. But, why do I keep forgetting what I'm going to say? But, it was so much fun. The plane ride was my favorite part. Not even a joke. The plane ride was my favorite part. The plane ride there stunk. Because I was in economy class next to this little French girl who kept trying to lean on me, and some other French girl that was leaning on her that she obviously didn't know, but whatever. And on my left-hand side, a little Japanese man who, as soon as he got on the plane, fell straight to sleep. Did not move a muscle. Slept the entire plane ride. Got in the seat, up. That was my little Japanese man. And I have a friend who was sitting next to another little Japanese man, and she was talking to him the whole time, but he did not speak English, did not understand English, and she gave him a name, but he didn't know what she was saying. I think my cat's gonna jump out the window, so it's time for me to go. Bye bye.